Hello student, today I have brought a video on the topic velocity time graph and acceleration of chapter 8 motion. In this chapter we will discuss about these points that we are going to describe.
What is velocity?
What is the velocity time graph? First we have to discuss about what is velocity time graph. The definition of velocity time graph is like that. If the velocity is taken along y-axis, if you take in velocity and time is taken along x-axis and the plotted graph, then the plotted graph that display the variation in velocity with time called velocity time graph. That will be discussed in detail in the next slide. Again, we also see how the velocity time graph an object moves at uniform velocity. We will also understand how the velocity time graph is a straight line parallel to x-axis, and the height of the velocity time graph for a uniform motion remains constant at every instant of time. This shows the uniform velocity of the object that will be discussed in this slide. The area under the also in this video we will also study how we can find the area under the velocity time graph, and the area under the velocity time gives the value of magnitude of displacement. That will be also clear in this video. Now, we first discuss on what is the slope of velocity time graph. Last video we have discussed about that the slope of distance time graph gives the value of speed. Now, which physical quantity we get by the slope of velocity time graph? The slope of velocity time gives the value of acceleration that will be studied. The velocity time graph an object. First we have to show that how the nature of velocity time graph. Velocity time graph an object which moves with uniform acceleration is a straight line. Like that, here is a straight line for that velocity taken on the y-axis and time is taken on the y-axis. And if the object is moving with uniform acceleration, then the change of acceleration in equal interval of time is same. That's called uniform acceleration. Then the velocity time graph that is plotted against the distance cover and time would be a straight line. That so the object is moving with uniform acceleration. Also, we find the slope or gradient of the velocity time graph. The slope or gradient of the velocity time graph gives the value of acceleration. And it is also clear that the more steeply inclined velocity time graph indicate the greater speed. In this slide, it is given. It is clear by this figure. Look here. Here, the velocity time graph. The velocity time graph is a straight line. There are three velocity time graph for three objects moving with uniform acceleration. Now, red graph is less inclined to the x-axis, so the slope of the red line is least, and the slope of the yellow line that is given here, yellow line is the greatest, and the slope of the blue line is intermediate. That's so If it is a straight line that shows all the three objects That's graph, velocity time graph is plotted here, is a straight line that the three objects are moving with uniform acceleration. What the value, magnitude of the acceleration, the value of the acceleration indicated by the slope of the graph. So the red graph for the object has least acceleration, and the velocity time graph of an object that represented by
Yellow.
the yellow line, so its acceleration is greatest, and the velocity time graph of the object which is a blue line, so that its acceleration is intermediate. That's so. The straight line graph show the object is moving overall in uniform velocity. Now it is written here, a straight line slope show an acceleration of the object. The steeper the slope, the greater the acceleration. Okay, now in next slide we are going to explain what is acceleration. As we discussed earlier, that the acceleration is calculated by algebraic method like that. Acceleration is equal to change in velocity. That would be change in velocity, we can find like that, v minus u by t. This is the value of acceleration. A is equal to v minus u by t. And you can also write it is the final velocity and it is the initial velocity. If the change in rate of change of velocity is known as acceleration. So the change in velocity in final velocity minus initial velocity, final velocity minus initial, and if the final velocity and initial velocity divided by time, we get the value of acceleration by algebraic method. This acceleration can be calculated by the graphical method also. We also study the next slide how the acceleration is calculated by the graphical method. In another way, acceleration may be also defined when an object velocity changes, it accelerates. Whenever the velocity changes, the object undergoes acceleration. Acceleration shows the change in velocity during a period of time. If the change in velocity divided by time, we get the rate of acceleration. That is the value of acceleration. Now, acceleration is to change of velocity by time. It is a rate. It is a rate with time. How the velocity of the object is changes. That's rate. The rate of changing of velocity is known as acceleration. The SI unit of acceleration meter per second. Meter per second, या meter second inverse 2. That is the unit, SI unit. Next. Here, how the acceleration represented by the velocity time graph. It is given here. Look, in this graph, it is clear the velocity is taken on y-axis and time is taken on x-axis. It is y-axis in x-axis, and the graph of the velocity time graph is a straight line. That shows the object is moving in uniform acceleration. And how can you find the acceleration of the object? Now we know that the slope of velocity time graph gives the value of acceleration. Now how can you find the slope here? If you make a triangle, right triangles, and we have to find the slope of the velocity time between the time interval 0 to here 10 seconds. 0 to 10 seconds. Time is taken second. Here velocity is taken meter per second. Now this line divided by this line gives the slope of this line. It is a perpendicular line for the triangle, it is right triangle, and the perpendicular by base for right triangle gives the slope of the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse represented by the velocity time graph, and perpendicular here, and at the base, the ratio of perpendicular and base gives the value of slope of the acceleration, the slope of the Hypotenuse. Hypotenuse represent the velocity time graph. Now, what would we get here? Here we get the value on the velocity time graph, the gradient or gives the acceleration, and the acceleration here, the value here, the change in velocity that like that from this point to this point, it is the perpendicular distance, perpendicular for this triangle. Here 0 to 4, that we get the 4 meter per second, and here 10 second. The ultimate value that we calculated here, 0.4 meter per second, that is the slope of the graph. 0.4 meter, that is the slope of the graph that gives the value of acceleration. Now next slide, we'll also study how can we find the area under the velocity, how can you find the displacement under the velocity time graph. We also discussed that the area under the velocity time graph in the in last video, the area under the velocity time graph gives the value of magnitude of displacement. The magnitude of displacement is distance. So area under the velocity time graph gives the magnitude of displacement. Here how the area represent the displacement like that. Look here. Here it is velocity, it is meter per second, and it is time in second. Now this line that is parallel to the time axis, so that the object is moving with uniform constant velocity. The velocity does not change as the time passes. That show the velocity time, that show the object is moving with uniform velocity. The acceleration is 0. There is no acceleration of the motion of the object. So the velocity time graph of such object is a straight line parallel to x-axis, and the height of the line is always constant everywhere. That show the object is moving with uniform velocity. Now main objective, how to find the area under the velocity time graph. That is the time interval here, 0 to 5 seconds, and between the 0 to 5 seconds, from this point we draw a perpendicular line that cut the graph. From that, draw a perpendicular that cut the graph. And now the area under the velocity time graph and time axis, and this is the time axis, and this line give the value of displacement cover. Now if you find the area of rectangle ABCD, that is included by the velocity time graph and the time axis, we get the total displacement. Now look here, the area is equal to, it is the rectangle, that is base into height. It is the base into height. Base is equal to here, base is equal to, now look here, base is equal to here, it is the length and breadth, length and rectangle, length and breadth. Length is here, it means 6 meter per second and 5 meter per second. That will be equal to 30 meter. Why it is? Why the area is expressed in meter, but the area is always expressed, the unit of the area is square unit, but here the area gives the displacement, but we get the here 30 meter only. Why it happens? Why? Going to this and clear it. Look here. Area. We know that the area in the velocity time graph, area is equal to velocity into time. Velocity into time, and the velocity, the unit of velocity is meter per second, and here time is equal to t. velocity into time is equal to t, the time is equal to also second, so second cancel, then the area gives the value only meter. So in this graph, velocity time graph, area is calculated in meter, that is the magnitude of the displacement, that is 30 meter. Okay. Next, if the object is, the velocity of the object is decreasing uniformly, that means the rate of decreasing of velocity uniformly, then we will also calculate the displacement or the distance covered by the object. Like that, here the velocity of the object is decreasing with respect to time, it becomes 0 at that time. Now look here, now area is equal to, area is calculated by the triangle, by the formula half into base into height, and this area also gives the distance cover or magnitude of the displacement. Look here, it is the altitude of the triangle that give the value of velocity, and it is the time axis. Now if the velocity and the time axis multiplied and it gets half, then we get the value of the displacement here, like that. Area is equal to half into base into height for the triangle, and here half into, it is 10 meter, sorry, it is 10 second here, and it is 20 meter per second. Now we get the value here, 20 into 10, 200 divided by 2, we get the 100 meter. Now by this graph we calculated that the displacement cover, that means the distance covered is 100 meter within in the time interval 0 to 10 seconds. That is given. Now the area under the velocity time graph give the magnitude of displacement. The magnitude of displacement is distance. Distance has no, if the distance has only magnitude, no direction. If the magnitude of the displacement taken, it gives the value of distance. Okay. Now in next slide we are going to discuss how different situation area is calculated under the velocity time graph. Look here, the velocity time graph given for an object. In first 4 seconds, the velocity increases with time in the first 4 seconds, and for the next 4 to 10 seconds the velocity is constant, but there is no change in the velocity. The velocity, no change in velocity constant. That's so it is the parallel to the time axis. And the next 10 to 12 seconds the velocity decreases uniformly. That's so also a straight line, but the inclination of the line is obtuse angle. This angle is obtuse angle, this angle is acute angle. Acute angle, so the velocity increases with time. It is the positive acceleration. And if the angle, that is the slope, is obtuse angle, that so the velocity decreases with respect to time. Now how can we calculate the distance covered between the time interval 0 to 12 seconds? Like that, it is given. Now delta x show the distance cover. The distance cover for the triangle, for this red color triangle, area of the red color triangle, pink color triangle is equal to 0.5, that means half, into 4 into 4, that will be 8 meter. It is the distance or displacement. Now for the green color, it is the rectangle. When the speed of the velocity of the object remain constant. Here only 4 meter per second. It is the 4 meter per second. The velocity is 4 meter per second. Here the meter per second. The 4 meter per second. Then it is 4 meter, and the velocity is remain constant for 4 meter to 10 seconds. Now, what is the area covered? What is the area covered during the time interval? It is represented by the rectangle of the green color. That will be here. That will be here. It is the 4 meter, and it is how much? It is 10 to 96. 10 minus 4, that is 6 seconds. Now the area of the green color of rectangle would be 24 meter. Now this area, the total area gives the total displacement of the object in the time interval 0 to 12 seconds. Now here this triangle, this blue color of triangle, this triangle, area of this triangle is also calculated 0.5, that is 1 by 2 into 4, here 4, that is the 4 meter per second, that is 4 meter per second, and time is here 2 seconds. Then we get the distance cover in this time interval is 4 meter. Total distance cover is equal to 8 meter plus 24 meter and 4 meter. That will be 28 and 36 meter total distance is covered within the time interval 0 to 12 seconds. Now, another slide, it is also given how the displacement cover. Now look here. In this graph, it is also velocity time graph. Velocity taken on y-axis and time is taken in x-axis. Now, the line that is plotted with respect to time and change in velocity is the velocity. This line are the velocity time graph. Look here. This line, that is the velocity time graph. In time interval 0 to 4 seconds, velocity is constant, that is 4 meter per second. 4 meter per second. It is constant for the 0 to 4 seconds. But after 4 seconds, velocity decreases and becomes 0 at the time, becomes 0 at 14 seconds. Now, the total area under the velocity time graph, under this velocity time graph, the area under the velocity time graph gives the displacement covered by the object, moving object. Now, it can be easily calculated like that. For the 4 first second, area is equal to, here area S is equal to, it is x, that means area, distance travel, for 4 distance travel is equal to 4 into 4, it is time axis 4 into 4, that is 16 meter. And next 10 second, it is that 14 minus 10, next 10 second, the velocity decreases uniformly. This line, the slope of the line shows the uniform acceleration, deceleration, negative acceleration, that is called retardation also. Now, half into the area of triangle, half into 4, that is the velocity at the time, initial time velocity, and here time is 10, that will be 20 meter. The total displacement travel is 16 meter and 20 meter 36 meter during the time for 10 to 14 seconds. In this way we can find the area, and that area gives the value of displacement, magnitude of displacement, that is called distance. Next, here also a graph, but here the displacement is negative, like that. Look here. For the first, it is 0, time axis 0, 1, 2, 3, positive direction, it is negative. It is the positive direction is changed, and so the displacement is also become negative. Now look here. During the time interval, it is given in the during the time interval 0 to 4 second, the velocity of the object changes uniformly and becomes 0 to -2 meter per second. Now, what is the area covered during the time interval? That will be covered here half into it is the perpendicular line for the triangle, half into this much line, that is represented by -2 meter, and the time is always positive, that is 4 meter. You get the -4 meter area, that gives the displacement. Now 4 meter gives the displacement area under the distance velocity time graph for the first 4 seconds. Now next 4 seconds, the velocity of the object is remain -2 meter per second. Now the area is equal to -2 into 4, that means 12 meter. The total displacement is equal to -4 minus 12 is equal to -16. Now during that time, so 0 to 10 seconds. This graphs very powerful method, very convenient method to understand how the velocity time graphs gives more information about an object moving with uniform acceleration. Now from this example we understood. Next slide. Here is also a velocity time graph, and the displacement is calculated like that. Here first 4 seconds the displacement is positive. Here the first 4 seconds displacement is represented by the area of the triangle, that is violet in color. That is violet in color. It is given here. It is half into 4 into 4, that is 8 meter. It is calculated positive, that the time axis, velocity axis is positive here. Now but next 4 seconds, next 4 to 8 seconds, the velocity decreases and the velocity becomes -4. So the velocity, then the area under the time interval would be -4 into 4 -8 meter. Now look here, the total displacement 8 meter minus 8 meter is equal to 0. Now we can say the total displacement of the object where under in the time interval 0 to 8 second is 0. 0 to 8 second is 0. Within the time interval 0 to 8 second, the area, this subtracted, we get the 0 displacement. Here 0 displacement. But the distance, if they cover the distance will be 16 meter. But the displacement 0 here. Now, next slide, we will going to discuss about velocity time graph of an object moving with negative acceleration. That is the negative acceleration. When the velocity of an object decreases, the rate of decreasing of velocity is, if the velocity of the object decreases with time, then the acceleration of the object is said to be negative acceleration. Look here. Here, if the line slope downward, it is decelerating, and it has a deceleration, and that will be calculated here. Deceleration is equal to, the deceleration will be, we can find out like that. What is the total displacement here? Displacement by time. Here displacement is equal to 0 minus 8, that means minus 0 minus 8, that means minus 8 meter, 8 meter per second, and here time axis is 4. 8 by 2, if you divided -8, here -8 at 0 minus 8, 0 minus, this line is 0 minus 8. Here the 0 from 8 started and becomes 0. 0 is the final position, 0 is the final velocity, and here the initial velocity. And we divided by time here. Time is equal to, what would be here? Here 4 seconds. Now look here, minus 8 meter per second divided by 4 seconds, we get here minus 2 meter per second square. That value give the negative acceleration, minus 2 meter per second. When the slope of the graph is makes an angle with the time axis obtuse angle, then the acceleration, then the slope of the graph is negative, that gives the negative acceleration. The slope of graph will be negative and give the, and the acceleration is also negative. That is calculated. Now I am going to discuss about how to find the equation of motion by graphical method. Now look here. The first equation of motion, V is equal to u plus at. That is the first equation of motion. It is the first equation of motion. Now how can you calculate through that? By the velocity time graph. It is the velocity time graph. Velocity taken y-axis and time is taken x-axis. Now the acceleration is equal to change in velocity by total time. That is the slope of the graph. Slope of the graph like that. Now slope of the graph A is equal to here BA by dA. Here dA, time x. That they give the value of slope. Now slope is at 0. This is also velocity time graph, but here slope is increasing, that is positive. Here slope is 0. Now what would we get here? Here A is equal to, acceleration is equal to BA by dA. That is the slope. Now A is equal to BA equivalent to CD. It is CD here, CD. That's line, this line and this line is equivalent line. And dA, here dA is equal to OC. Now we can find A is equal to CD may be written as OD minus OC. Sorry, OC minus, sorry. OD minus OC. And here OE. The OD gives the value final velocity, and here OC gives the initial velocity. Now the final velocity minus initial velocity, change in velocity. It is the change in velocity. How the velocity changes from this point to this point. V is equal to V minus U. It is the change of velocity, is time. Then with time is multiplied here, AT, then V is equal to get U plus AT. That is the first equation where we can calculate it here like that. It is the acceleration. Acceleration we have find out by the slope, and this acceleration gives the first equation of motion. Now it is the A is equal to slope. Here this line, ratio of this line and this line is equivalent to V minus U, and this line is equal to time. Then V minus U is the perpendicular and it is base. The ratio of perpendicular base gives the slope, that is actually equivalent to acceleration. So we get here V is equal to U plus AT. It is the first equation of motion you have to learn. Second equation, now look here. Second equation of motion. We know that the distance here or magnitude of displacement is equal under the velocity time graph gives the value of displacement. The area under the velocity time graph is the velocity time graph. This is the velocity time graph that gives the value of distance travel, displacement. Now displacement S is equal to how can you find the area under the velocity time graph? Area of the under the velocity time graph is shown by the area of the trapezium. Here it is a trapezium. It is a trapezium. This line is a trapezium. That if we find the area of the trapezium, we get the value of the distance covered, displacement covered. Now, how can you get the area? Here, it is the parallel line. It is the parallel line. It is the distance between them. We know that the area of a trapezium is equal to half into sum of parallel side. The sum of this parallel side and the distance between that. The distance between the equivalent to time. It is the time, and this line represent u, and this line represent v. Now, we can easily find out u plus v. If you divided the u plus v by 2 into multiply by time, we get the speed. That would be the area of area of trapezium here. Area of trapezium is equal to half into OD here, OD into BE. B is the V here. That means half into u plus v into t. Now, if you put the value of u that we have obtained, that u is equal to the value u is equal to v is equal to u plus at. This value if you put here, this value for v, we get u plus at, and half u plus at into t, as v is equal to u plus at by the first equation of motion. Now we get here s is equal to half into w twice u plus at into t. That means here half of cancel, and here half. We get the s is equal to ut plus half at square. That is the second equation of motion. It is given here by calculating the area of the trapezium. If they calculate the area of the trapezium, we get the total distance, the displacement covered. That is given s is equal to ut plus half at square. Here u is equal to, what is u? U is the initial velocity, that is here u, and v is the final velocity like u, v. Now it is the time. If you find the area of the trapezium under the velocity time graph, it is the velocity time, it is velocity here, it is time here, so it is velocity time graph. So we get the value of displacement covered, that is by the equation here u is equal to ut plus half at square. Now, next slide. The second equation of motion, and it is the third equation of motion. That is, we have to calculate twice as is equal to v square minus u square. Second equation of motion is that. Third equation of motion is that. Third equation of motion is equal to twice as. Twice as is the uniform acceleration, but all the equation is defined only for the uniform acceleration. If the acceleration is uniform, then the three equation of motion is defined. Now here v square minus u square, you have to calculate through the graph like that. Look here. Now here it is a trapezium like that, just we have discussed earlier. It is a trapezium. Now the area of the trapezium can be calculated like that. Here area of trapezium, distance is equal to area of trapezium. The area of trapezium we can find like that. OD, here OD plus BE, or OD is equal to, or BE plus OD by into half. Sum of parallel side is the sum of parallel side. Sum of parallel side, that is this line and this line is parallel side. This line is represent u here, and this line represent v. So these are the parallel side, and it is the distance between them. If you get the distance, that is time here t, and here u, it is v, and put the value half into v plus t v plus u into t, we get the area of the trapezium. Now S is equal to area of the trapezium half into v plus u. Now, but we know that v is equal to u, v is equal to, for the first equation of motion, v is equal to u plus at. Then t, what is the value of t? T is equal to v minus u. If you put the value of v minus u here, we get the S is equal to half f is equal to v square minus k by a plus b into a minus, using the formula L identity. V plus u, v minus u is equal to v square minus u square. Here 2 is here. Here here 2 at. Now t comes here. Now we get here a. It is a. T is equal to v minus u by a. Now we get here twice a. Here twice a also. This twice a comes here. We get here twice as. This 2 comes here at the denominator, and a is also, it is the v by a here, v minus u by a. Now it is multiply v plus u, v minus v square minus u square, and here twice a, this 2 and a multiply to a. If you transpose a twice a here, twice a, it is twice a. Now we get the twice a s is equal to v square minus u square. That is the third equation of v square. We get the equation like that. Twice as is equal to v square minus u square. It is the third equation of motion. Here time is not involved in the equation. It is the third equation of motion. Third equation. And previous slide we have calculated the second equation of motion like this. It is the third equation of motion, and just previous slide we have calculated the first and second. First equation of motion is that. It is the first. V is equal to ut plus half. S is equal to, it is the second. S is equal to ut plus half. It is the second equation of motion. Second equation of motion is that S is equal to ut plus half at square. In this equation, only initial velocity and time and acceleration is involved, and the distance covered, displacement covered, is expressed in the term of initial velocity, time and acceleration. Only three this physical quantity involved for calculating the distance travel. Now, first equation of motion, it is the definition of acceleration only. It is the first definition of acceleration. Acceleration can be defined as acceleration can be defined as A is equal to v minus u. V is the final velocity in time. So we get the equation here at and is equal to v minus u. That means we can say that v is equal to u plus at. That is the first equation. These are the very important equation for solving the numericals, and that is given in the motion chapter. Thank you. Next slide we will discuss some numericals. Okay, thank you.